everyone, it's Vicky. Today I'm doing some Bible journaling and I've sketched my image ahead of time on that little white piece of paper, and now I'm just moving it across to my Bible page. And the image that I've decided to draw is of a garden. So it's a garden scene. There's a bird bath, a little bird in the bird bath. There's flowers and a pathway. And the scripture I'm working on is Psalm 133. And it says, when brothers dwell in unity. And I'll read it for you. It's only 3 verses long. Behold how good and pleasant it is when brothers dwell in unity. It is like the precious oil on the head, running down on the beard of Aaron, running down on the collar of his robes. It is like the dew of Hermon, which falls on the mountains of Zion, for there the Lord has commanded the blessing, life forevermore. So when I was working on the scripture and thinking about it and unity, just the picture of a garden came to me of how everything works together in unity in a garden. So that's what I wanted to bring to this page, is the unity of a garden, and that the Lord's blessing is commanded over it. And in a garden you'll see lots of fruits and flowers in the right season, and so my garden in this picture has got quite a lot of flowers, lots of life, lots of greenery. So I've done the sketch in pencil, and now I've gone and got my watercolors, and I'm not experienced at this, I'm just doing what I do. And I'm mixing my colors. The watercolor set I've got has 1 green, and so I'm mixing my yellow and my blue to get some other greens. I've pulled in a little bit of the raw amber color, and that's also making a nice, more of a limey color, or maybe even an olive color. And so I'm just getting all the different greens in, because a garden isn't one green, it's like many greens layered. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing here, is I'm just getting all my greens in, and I'm using just a piece of printer paper to blot out the extra water or the extra paint that's on the page. I think I'm supposed to use a serviette or a tissue, but I didn't feel like walking and getting it. And these are going to be the middle of my sunflowers, and while I've got this paint on the brush, I'm going to just put a layer on my little bird, because I don't want to make him too dark, but I want him to have some colors. And now I'm going to work on those sunflower petals. So I've mixed quite a bright yellow, and then that raw amber, burnt amber. I don't really know the name of that color. It doesn't have a name on it just has a color on the little tube. I would say it's like a sandy color. So I've mixed my bright yellow with the sandy color, and that's made a nice petal for my sunflowers. And now I'm going to start painting the orange flowers at the front. I originally wanted to make these violas, and the violas in my garden are purple and yellow. But when I went to get the watercolor paints, I passed my Busy Lizzies, and they are bright orange, and I just thought, oh no, let's do bright orange, that'll be fun. So this picture's going more in tones of yellows and oranges. And then those blobs I'm doing there are supposed to be roses. And I'm adding a little bit of color now to that bird bath. And these are the stepping stones. So I've put some little stepping stones there. And then I'm going to do a very light wash of green around the stepping stones so it looks like grass. And then I'm also going to do a very light wash of blue on some of the background, just so it blends in a bit more to my page. And I probably should have changed that water. Doesn't look very good. Now after I've painted this sky area, I'm going to take it to another room and I'm just going to dry it. I have got a heat gun, but I just used a hairdryer, and while I was drying it, I was flattening it with my hand, because I found if you try and dry these pages without flattening them down, the page gets more warped and creased than you would like. And I just went over those sunflower middles with the pencil, and I just did some dots there so it looks like the seeds. Now my page is dry, so I'm just going to add a few more extra things, like I'm going around the sunflower petals with that pencil, just to give a bit more structure to my flowers. And I go over the little bird as well. So I hope you enjoyed this watercolor version of Psalm 133 and my interpretation of it, and hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.